We need to go back to Pittsburgh. I refuse, first and foremost, to give up on this run. I outright refuse until it's very, very clear that I'm never going to win. I refuse to give up on this. I can't. So I did go ahead, set up the team off stream, so on and so forth. And we'll look over that now, because it is still one hell of a team, one hell of a club that will continue to break my heart and ruin my life. Yeah. Who doesn't love that? Thoughts on new kits for Liverpool? I mean, they're Liverpool kits. There's nothing too crazy there, you know? Why Salah the best winger in the Prem or in Prem's history? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, he'd have my vote, but we're biased. What's the season cap? I don't know. I hope we're close to it. Catcher, Ramirez, Burnett. We have a couple of guys in the system. The Fish, Sato, Mesa. We don't really have anything to worry about in terms of, we need a catcher. We did put David Sung, though, down in Double-A to get these other guys some time. Mesa's actually the starter in Double-A. So, yeah, poor David Sung. First base, Vince Messer. He's the man. He is the myth. He is the legend. And honestly, we don't really need a project first baseman either, because we have Fodor and Lopez, who will more than suffice in terms of what we're looking to build. So we're not going to prioritize first base. Second base, Ricky Gutierrez, Ken Hahn. We got a couple of projects, Lewis McCall, Patrick Roberts. Second base is kind of in that same grade as first base. We could use someone, but it's not a huge need. Third base, still Israel Gutierrez. Joe Dale is there. Thomas Gaucho is there. And then we have Lowry and Clemens. That's, again, kind of in the same damn thing until he won 600 bazillion. Exactly. B major. 19 months. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. How are you, my friend? How the heck are you? Shortstop McCann, Hinojosa, you know the deal. Couple other guys there. Vegas doesn't like Evander Kane that much, but Evander Kane loves Vegas. Outfield, Tim Coe, who's still very, very solid. You'll be able to tell, obviously, we need some outfield depth. We need some outfield depth. That is going to be our big focus in the draft this year, and then hopefully I never have to worry about it because we're going to win a World Series this year. GG's easy, and we move on. It is worth noting, too, for those who remember, at shortstop, we traded to get Reese back. I ended up letting him go. So same thing happened with Delgado and left. Those dudes that I traded to get, that we lost in the Rule 5, I ended up cutting them anyway. So our depth took a little bit of a hit. But not a big deal, because our high-end depth is sick. Look at this. Yusnel Espinoza, Chad Jones, both in the top 2. And then we also have Albert Werdekemper at 7, Ozzy Esposito at 12. I don't know how we ended up with this prospect pool, but we did, and it's awesome. And if we lose, I'm going to be sad, because we are pretty much out of excuses and have been for a while. But yeah, starting rotation, as you can see, and then lineup-wise is still tremendous. It's just, will they win? It's actually probably the best lineup we've ever had in terms of pure overall. We don't have a single 70 overall player in that starting lineup. We need to win. Please, God, let us win. Will this be the year? We've made the playoffs a few times now. Like, it's time for things to go our way. Damn it. Damn it. And this is why I can't give up on this. My interest level for this is still there. I get for some people to be like, man, just give up. Like, you've been running this Pirates team for how long now? Like, just give up on it. But I can't. I know they can do it. We just lost 12-2 to Chicago. Anyway, I know we can do it. Totally. We can totally do this. Rest assured. But yeah, we're going to get that generalized scouting in there. Oh my God, we have been terrible. Terrible so far. 4-11. So about that whole not giving up thing. Not to disappoint my dad, John Cena, but woof. 2 wins in our last 10 games. Okay. How soon? Dwarf time already. It might be getting close. It might be getting close. LFC, it's all good, buddy. Get some sleep. Appreciate you stopping in. From the looks of it, you're not going to miss much. Our setup man has pitched 0 innings. Our closer has 2/3 of an inning because they never get an opportunity to actually play. Fritas is hitting 180. Ko is hitting 187. I'm going to take Tim Ko out for DJ Liss. Get DJ in there just to see if that does anything. Swap him with Fritas, actually, and hope the Fritas wakes the hell up. Please, God. It's time to sell the team. I don't want to give up. See, look at that. We started winning games. We're fine. We're fine. All right. Let's start looking at these outfielders, shall we? Shall we? Are there any potential steals? Denny Bartlett's. We love Denny Bartlett's. DJ Jackson not looking that good. I mean, there's a couple of guys here. Tim Odell. Oh, God. And our first pick is 20th? This is going to be painful. Yes, it is. This is going to be a very unfun time. Oh, my God. We're still losing so many games. Well, we have one pitcher with a sub 5.0 ERA. And that's Gary Dixon. Finally tried franchise. I'm horrid at drafting now, like horrid. Well, don't worry, because you don't have to be good, because I am good at drafting, and it's not leading to much. Our pitching staff has been abysmal. Like, how long can I wait? Seven and a half. I don't think I can wait. I don't think I can. I think I have to make changes right now. Mainly with the pitching staff. And Tim Ko has been terrible. We could send him down. Not like Reyna's killing it, though. There's Ivan Pena, who has been okay. Pena, you're on the 40, man. Screw it. Let's call you up. Let's get Tim Ko out of there down to AAA. Let him try to heat up a little bit. In terms of the pitchers, this is going to be bad news. 4 FIPS all over the place. 5, 6. Jesus. All right. Well, Varela and Ortega are out. Varela will have to go through waivers, but so be it. And, oh boy, Ozzy Esposito. I mean, limited sample size. He has been dreadful in AAA. Boone Smooth, welcome to the majors. Ricky Hoff, welcome to the majors. And we will send down Steve Varela and Adrian Ortega. Hopefully we don't lose Steve, but if we do, what kind of loss is it really? Adline's been pretty good. He'll get the call up for Trujillo, who has been terrible. If we lose him, so be it. He has been shit. Ronaldo Garcia, who again, once upon a time, we thought was going to be a future Hall of Famer. We'll sub in for Alan Dyer. If we lose Alan Dyer, so be it. Can't keep players based off of overalls. There is Adrian Casilla, who will be added to the 40-man, and he will replace former Rookie of the Year, Russell Hiller, who will also be down in AAA. So what we will do is get Adeline, Garcia, and Casilla. Grant Riley gets moved to the long relief role because he has been shit. And all of a sudden, our starting rotation is looking just a little bit worse. A little bit worse on paper than it used to. Just a bit. I'm never going to win with this team, am I? We had a few days off because I was busy. Not even, a few days off because we played tape to tape. And then we missed last night. And now all of a sudden, here we are. And the immense realization is hitting me. We're never going to win a damn thing. Are we? I don't see how. I do not see how we're going to win anything. Freitas continues to be terrible. We're going to get DJ Liston at center field and get Pena in on the left. Okay. Neat. Let's continue. Experience Pittsburgh. We're getting the best of it and the worst of it, let me tell you. Juan Morales and his amazing mustache. Let's look at him. Apparently we have to auto-fix the lineups. Alan Dyer clears waivers. Trujillo clears waivers. Yeah, no shit. 80-plus overalls, but they're clearing waivers because the game knows, like, yeah, no, we're bad. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Honestly, let's get Pablo Ramirez out of there. He's not cutting it right now. Pena hasn't been great. Let's get Freitas back in there. Cool. Maurice Burnett, new starting catcher. Out of pure desperation. Juan Morales doesn't look that bad, but his starting overall is going to be low. Shout out to Buster Pena, by the way. Great name. Is there anybody who wants to be not trash garbage in this draft for us? That would be really cool. It would really be cool the one year we decide to look at outfielders, that there are actually some half-decent outfielders. Cam, what's going on? Oh, we are tragic. Oh, we are bad. We are really, really bad. Like, really bad. How are we so bad? That's how. All right, well, Adeline and Ronaldo Garcia were not quite ready for prime time. Reggie Black. Got to clear somebody off the 40-man to make this happen. It'll be Daryl Williamson. More than likely. Although Daryl might actually be the call-up. Let me see if Daryl's the other call-up. Honestly, he can be. Congrats to Daryl Williamson for being on the roster now. We're going to send down Adeline. And we're also going to send down Ronaldo Garcia. I need to make room on the 40-man. How am I going to do that? I don't want to lose Martin Lopez. Jose Lima's still on the roster. Can't lose Fodor. You got the fish. We could risk the fish. Or, honestly, Fabregas. We can risk him, too. We can do it. We can do it. Let's go for Mr. Reggie Black. Welcome to the majors. Because, yeah, we are fucking desperate. Because this team somehow sucks. I don't know how, but you look at the overalls now of the relief. Oh my god. Super limited sample size for Hoff and Smoove, but this is just bad news. This is just real bad news. I can't listen to the Misfits right now. This is just give me Bryan Adams. Have Bryan Adams. Sweet Canadian Americana. I need Bryan Adams to cheer me up right now. Because this is going terribly. Absolutely terribly. Auto-fix lineup, whatever. We lost Antoine Fabregas off waivers. That is what it is. I'm not all that concerned. All right, 8 games under 500. Scouting wise, looking a little bit rocky. A little bit. A lot of players in center field though to look at who might be half decent. Let's just get 100% info on you fellas because I'm desperate. We got 41 days until this draft. We just suffered an injury. Who was it? Oh, good. Vince Messer tore his groin. Well, we are in a tremendous amount of trouble. Absolutely tremendous. We are, I believe, the technical term is boned. We're not going to make the playoffs this year. Well, go figure. This is the most stable starting rotation we've had this year. Hoff and Smoove haven't gotten to pitch that much, but they haven't been great. Joe Dale's only hitting .208. Let's get Ramirez in at first base. .223 for Freitas. .227 for Ken Hahn at shortstop. Oh my god. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? Is this the warning sign that I needed? To run out of Pittsburgh as fast as I can. I mean, I'm not giving up, but holy hell. I think a more sane, rational person would. Because this is, this is bad. This is real bad. Now we move the Pirates to Vegas. Oh, Michael Ha on the move. Again, it is just nothing but generated players at this stage. All right, none of these guys are really necessarily worth looking at. We got 2 weeks left of scouting. I need to know for sure how good some players are. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Okay. No one ever accused me of being sane or rational. You know, fair. Fair. We are winning a few more games here and there, though. All right, our scouts really do like Tim Odell. This is going to be a brutal draft, too. This is going to be brutal. 68 to 89. 63 for DJ Jackson. 91. Do we have anybody else who's like way up there that we haven't scouted yet? We looked at pretty much every center fielder. Johnny Keogh, we know, has a chance of being a B. Cedric Berry. All right, let's look again at Cedric Berry. And then on the left, it could be Frank Young. There's a lot of players kind of in the mix here, and none of them are amazing. Let's get full info on Frank Young. And let's go for DJ Jackson. This was not the year to have to scout outfielders. Not at all. Let's go ahead and save. I don't want to have to redo the scouting, although I would love to. If there was ever a time to have to redo the scouting, this would be it. But what are you going to do? Most of your drafts in the 20s have actually been pretty good. Yeah, but we've had players who actually look like they deserve to be there, you know? I don't know how this one's going to go. The 2042 draft. God help me. God help me. The 2042 draft. White Sox, Dodgers, and I didn't even see who picked third. The White Sox. The Jackie Robinson draft, yeah. White Sox, first overall, take starting pitcher Brad Cassidy. Great grandson of Bruce at this point. The Dodgers, in what has to be their highest draft pick yet. Was the Yankees third? Fair enough. The Dodgers take starting pitcher Lawrence Matoyer. I'm going with Matoyer. Matoyer. God. And the New York Yankees, third overall. We're basically drafting a kicker and a punter and a fullback. Sure, let's go with that. Let's go with that. The New York Yankees select Buster Pena, number 1 projected second baseman. So, for the rest of the first round, who gives a shiz? Richard Quo's off the board. Oh, good. A lot of outfielders are off the board. Yep, that's okay. I don't need to take this shit. Okay. As far as scouted players are concerned, we do have a good chance. How are you doing? I want to die. I'm doing great. We have a decent chance of some of these guys being B potentials. I mean, Frank Young, not so hot. Shout out to Santra. Unless it's, yeah, I mean, well, there's an X, and it might be Santrax and another X. Thank you for the follow. Don't be disturbed when I cry based on how bad this draft is. Oh, no. Okay. There are a few outfielders we can take, certainly, as it is our biggest position of need. If we don't go for the outfielders, we just risk it for these relievers, basically, because we don't know anything about anybody. We might, and we took a lot of relievers in the past few years. We might as well just risk it and try to stock up in the outfield. We might as well. And hopefully Vinny Rivera will be available a little bit later on. So it comes down to the Mainer, Carlos Manzo, Eric Espinoza, or Sandy Harris. And gotta be honest, getting another lefty in the lineup would be pretty nice. with Sandy Harris. I mean, a higher chance of being a B. Well, we're starting out. Let's go for Sandy Harris. Why not? Why not? We scouted out outfielders, and we now got to hope that they're actually good and worthy of being outfielders. So Sandy Harris is our pick, 20th. And a 36. Oh, God. Like, everybody else I wanted is gone already. At least for this high of a pick. Well, now's the time we could just risk it for one of these relievers. Because there's a lot of them. Or we take Spencer Hodges, the third baseman. Let's just risk it. Let's just risk it. Why not? Darren Tyler. Best guess, unless there's somebody else who has a better range than that, but I doubt it because we have nobody scouted. Yeah, it's just not gonna go our way. There is second baseman Reggie Mahler. Oh, Reg, we don't know too much about him. Anybody else? Alex Gonzalez, another second baseman. There might actually be a couple of people that can help us salvage this draft, but otherwise, we are baboned. Baboned, I say. There's also Charlie McBride as a reliever. The injured catcher, Luis Vega. Mortero. All right, we got 2 minutes here. We have at least added more players to the list that maybe, possibly, might be not complete trash garbage. And coincidentally, they are almost all second basemen. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We are going to find out of pure desperation. Right. Okay. How's the team doing? Not great. Not great, let me tell you. All right, all of these guys are going to be in order. 83, 75, 186 for Tanaka. We have been dreadful this season, even though we are stronger on paper than we've probably ever been. Experience Pirates baseball. What year are you in? 2042. Yep, I can't believe it either. Okay. This dude, Damon Gillespie, is projected to be the best player left. Has a decent shot of being a B potential. We need outfielders. Let's go for another center fielder, Damon Gillespie. I'm hoping people are B potentials now. That's how desperate we are. That is how desperate we are. Pick number 52 will be second baseman Reggie Mahler. Welcome, Reggie. Welcome in. I hope you don't suck. Pick number 94 will be the right fielder, Juan Morales. Come on down, Juan. Hope your overall is not as bad as it could be. I mean, again, if we base it off of who's projected to be selected next, Mortero is the guy to take. So we will go for the reliever. Our second of the drafts, Manuel Mortero. Please be good. Round 5. Gaudio at 174, 175. Kyle Matheson might be the guy. I mean, there's a whole lot of potentials here. It's just a matter of who is more accurate at this point. Matheson rocking that 80 to 99. And then Gaudio is a 77 to 96. Cool. Let's go for third baseman, given that we've been moving people around anyway. Milt Martin off of best guess approach. Old Milt. And then we'll round it out. Honestly, we'll actually go with the right fielder, John Tanaka. Come on down, Mr. Tanaka. This draft is going to have been terrible, is my guess. We do have a participant in the home run derby somehow. It is our backup catcher, Maurice Burnett, who has actually been more of our starter this year. Way to go, Maurice. A lot of the usual suspects aren't there, so clearly there's been a bit of a paradigm shift amongst the league. Who made the All-Star? I can't imagine we had a pitcher for us in the All-Star game. Is that coming up on Mike? There is a cat outside going fucking nuts. There might be a cat orgy outside my window right now. I'm kind of afraid to look. I don't know if the audio is picking up on that. I am afraid. I am afraid to look. I'm just going to put these back on. We'll go ahead and give them their privacy. What the fuck? We'll just turn off Spotify for a second. And hope that like, they have to be fucking, right? They have to be. There'd be more hissing if they were fighting. Shout out to Ricky McCann, who made the All-Star game, which is great. I am just thrown off my game here. They're catcalling you. No. Oh, way the best. I agree. Stats in this game are still pretty weird. Are you done? Okay. We're just gonna put these back on, and hopefully the kittens are cute. It's not my cat that's outside, so yep. I am oh boy. Okay. Anyway. Let's try to sign some of these fucking future losers. We can't win a goddamn thing. I hate to tell you, Pirates fans, but I'm pretty sure God hates you. I'm pretty sure God hates Pittsburgh. I'm just throwing it out there. We know. Well, hey. A reminder's never a bad thing, right? We are back to 500. We are back to 500, so you never know. Yeah, so Major, all of a sudden there were some interesting cat noises outside of my window. It's turned into an interesting night around these parts, hasn't it? We have almost signed everybody from this draft class. Almost. It's such a bothersome sound. I mean, at first, I thought they were fighting. So maybe I'm ready for the birds and the bees talk. Who's to say? I had them active cats. That is a phrase I never needed to. What a terrible day to have eyes. Reading the term active cats. Fucking hell. Anyway, how did we do in this draft? Oh, good. We have another injury. That's fun. We love injuries with Pittsburgh baseball. Don't we? I'm not even going to keep it a secret. Let's see. Let's see how good these draft picks were. That's a lot of B's and a couple of A's at the bottom. So we started off with Sandy Harris, who is fine. Certainly given his speed and arm strength, he will be an outfielder for us moving forward. He's not bad. There's Damon Gillespie, same category. Doesn't quite have the arm strength I'd like him to have, but it is what it is. There's Reggie Mahler as a second baseman. To be honest, he might also get moved to the outfield. He has a cannon of an arm, which is great. Juan Morales, beautiful mustache. There's Manuel Mortero, the reliever, who is never going to make it. Milt Martin, who is terrible. He's never going to make it. And John Tanaka. Does have an A potential, but he's 20 years old. Honestly, for how bad it was looking like that draft class could have been, I'm not upset. Now, it is 2042. Do we care what other teams look like? Shout out to Kex. Let's go, Cats. Oh, boy. If you haven't been here for the last couple of minutes, then, oof. You have amazing timing. I don't think we care. Like, you know, like, who cares? Let me see. I mean, like, Michael Stowers is a great catcher. There was Matoyer, second overall at the start of the draft. Like, I don't even care anymore. I'm going to look for generational. Okay, well, the Yankees got a generational second baseman, third overall. They also got this guy. Holy shit. And Kyle Matheson. Hell of a draft for the Yankees. Maybe they won't be shit anymore. Manny Rivera's not bad. Do we have any other 99s? Any other generational talents? The answer appears to be no. They do often show up in twos. Looks like it is just that Yankees second baseman. And indeed it is. So congrats to the New York Yankees. And congrats to us for being in a shit division. We're only 3 games out of the division lead. So we might honestly have a chance to maybe not be complete garbage.